Yeah,
It
we have
came
an
up.
extra Heather.
Say again? An extra help, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried to log out on that and it wouldn't let me log out. So there's clearly something going on with my laptop.
It's okay.
All right. Mine said it's recording on my end.
Correct, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Live
Mine,
stream.
mine says saved, says being live streamed.
Yes.
Yep, so I made Bob co-host and Heather, I'm gonna make you host.
Okay.
So once I do that, I'm gonna sign off and I hope you guys have a great meeting.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Have a good week.
Yes, you're very
And-
welcome. Take
and-
care.
And I hope you got your medicine.
We do. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. First dose taken.
Okay.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, Jeff.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
This is it.
This is it. Chris didn't say anything to me about not being on, but maybe he's late or maybe he had something that he just didn't mention. So, I don't know if it matters that we don't have a quorum as far as approving minutes. The only minutes the minutes we have go back to June 4 because we didn't have a July meeting. And I'm not sure if everybody was able to review them or not.
I think because Kyle's the one that prepared them, so technically
Yeah.
she's already approved them. So if it's you, me, and Bob, that would count as a quorum with Kyle.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
second the
Well-
approval.
Okay, then I made the motion and you second, and we approve the minutes from the June 4, 2025 meeting.
And then this meeting, Heather, is Kyle, is she gonna go back and just look at the YouTube to then
Yes,
prepare? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
she had said, one of us could take notes if we wanted to, but she said she also could just go back and see the video. And I don't think we're gonna be very long, so there's not gonna be a whole lot for her to have to watch and catch up. First thing, I know we have a number of thank yous. Bob and Chris and Matt did a lot of cleanup in Banffshire. Paul Overton and another friend, I can't remember his name, did a lot of the cutting of the tree over there. Bob made a nice little trail around it, but then they went ahead and cut through the massive tree that was across one of the trails.
Yeah, they got that out.
Yeah. And then, lots and lots of work on weed whacking on one of the hottest days of the summer. Those guys. And all I did was go over and take some pictures, and I was sweating pounds off. So I know that those guys suffered, but they got through it and did a lot. And then I know that Matt and the Hellbenders have done a lot of trail cleanup in Crossin, and they had a get together last Saturday to do a lot of that. And they're going to have another one this Saturday to do more of the same. And I know I'm forgetting a couple of other things, but I thank you to all of the volunteers who've helped with cleanup after a lot of the bad storms we've had over the past couple of months. And
I have a couple as well. There was
go ahead, Bob.
his last name is Gannon. I think it is John, and he's from like New London or something, but he uses Banffshire all the time.
Okay.
And a couple months ago, he cut up a huge tree over there and got it out of there.
Okay.
I don't know if he ever watches it, but we'll throw him some kudos.
Sure. Yeah.
Paul Freeman from the FSA was in there with his wife last week for about 4 hours. There was 3 other huge trees that came down, and they lost 20 pounds each that day. So they were over there cutting up trees. So Banffshire should be pretty clean for now.
Okay. Good to hear.
Bob, I know Jeff knows this, but last week there was, if you were over at Crossin and you go in and the first dumpster there to the left, there was a huge branch that had fallen across the trail going into Franklin Preserve. Jeff knew about it. I didn't know whether anybody had been over there looking at it, but
I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
Matt. I know Chris went over and cleared something last week himself.
maybe that was it. Okay. I'm gonna go over tomorrow anyway, so I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
And if it's not taken care of, Don, just follow up with with us and we'll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I
on
think
it.
Matt said that they were doing some more work this weekend, so he'll probably notice it then.
Yes. Okay, and I'll just text him and give him a heads up too, to take a look there. Okay, so after those thank yous, then next, let me go to Dawn now for your updates. Oh, I'll do a quick one. Andrea did send me a message. They had a lovely event for the rock painting for the rock snake after the library story time at Crossan last week. And she was very excited about the rocks that are there. She's going to go line them up soon, but she has relatives in town right now, so she's a little backed up this week. She's going to get it lined up, and there's still a contest for naming the rock or the snake. So I'm
Naming
not,
the rocks.
yes, yeah, well, the rocks, not the individual ones, but all together. So
And
I don't know where.
Why do we vote for the name? Because I liked Andrea's suggestion. Was it Elwood?
Yes, I
Yes.
love that.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I
cool
don't-
name for a rock snake.
I don't know if she's planning to have a
Lovely.
vote or if she was just going to kind
Okay.
of, make an executive decision.
I don't know. Well, she
But,
told me
yeah.
her parents were in town too, so I given her the leeway there. But I brought over the head. I can't wait to see what it looks like because I hadn't seen the finished product yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
We'll
said
definitely post
perfect rock
pictures.
for the head. But Shannon is the new Sarah is the new girl at the library. Shannon is the education lady at the library, and Miss Erica is one of our other ladies. But Sarah did an internship at the Brandywine River Museum, so I knew who taught her. But anyway, she's lovely, and they're going to be back this Friday for a seashell stories, and they're
Oh.
going to paint seashells. So that'll be our next project on this Friday. So,
Wonderful.
with that said, we don't have many people on the meeting tonight, but I might have to be away one of the Fridays. I don't know yet, but I didn't know whether there was anybody that wanted to be my substitute because I always like somebody to be over there, when they get
Gotcha.
there, and so
Mhm.
they're not there by themselves. And
Yeah,
So-
just let us know
yeah,
what Friday that would be and
okay.
we'll make sure we have somebody.
Okay. And then Chris and I are working with Joey Giordano for the Bat Trail. He's the other Eagle Scout, and he's supposed to do his presentation on the same Board of Supervisors meeting as Bob's Boy Scout. So we'll have two Boy Scouts doing two presentations for their Eagle Scout thing, which I think is very exciting. And I'm going to write him a note too, because I thought it was so nice that we sent him a note that said, please remember, you have to put your paperwork in the week before. So
Mhm.
it's all in line. And I like that. But the next program I'm doing, I'm trying to go through this fast so we don't have to spend a lot of time, is the Rain Garden. If any of you saw that, there's going to be a program that's done by Wild and Scenic Rivers, and that's Shane Morgan and Lucy and her assistant Lucy, and they're going to do a program on rain gardens for your backyard. And for
Will
people
that be
who
over
don't-
at the
at
township?
Township Building on the 19th at 6:30, and we sent out another bulletin today, but it's going to show our rain garden, and then it's going to tell people, anybody within White Clay watershed, they will actually come to your house and they will look at your land and they can tell you where to put a rain garden. They can tell you companies that can build it if you don't want to build it yourself, or they can even what flowers to put, what plants to put in it. And then they can even get you some kind of funding up to like $2,500 to do that on your property.
Wow.
It's amazing. So it's really a worthwhile project. And I'm gonna,
Dawn, do you have to register to attend on the 19th, or is it just show up?
well, there is a QR code
Okay,
on
perfect.
that. But if you can't get on through that QR code, just let me know and I can let Lucy know, because I would love as many people as we can to come and get that out to the public. And even if you're not in White Clay Watershed, which I don't think you are, I don't think Dave and you are, but
Okay,
I'm trying to get hold of Elk Township because there are some programs through Chester County and Elk might have something similar or something like that. So I'm trying to get in touch with them as well.
okay.
Okay.
So that's August 19th.
Yep, that's Tuesday, the 19th. It's the night before the board meeting,
Okay, and then what time?
6:30. And it'll
6:30.
probably run till like 7:30 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good program. It's interesting.
I'll tell Lisa about it.
Yeah. And then let's see. I'm also working on the Star Search project. I'm working with the library a lot. And there was a man from the Delaware Astronomical Society that worked with David Payne, the director, and they have a telescope at the library that you can take out of the library and take to your house, like you check out a book. And he's the one that did it. So he could come to the park and do a program at night for kids for free. And they bring one telescope per 10 people. And it would be wonderful. And if any of you want to help me put something like that together in the next couple months,
Couple weeks.
no, it can be through September or something. So he's looking at some of the astronomical dates that I don't know anything about, but he's checking on that. But if anybody wants to help me do that, Joey, our Boy Scout, already said that he wanted to do a table at any of the programs we're doing because they want to try to add kids to, he's in the Avondale Boy Scouts. But so that brings
Eagle
us back
Scouts.
to, well, he's gonna be an Eagle Scout. Anyway, so that brings us back to Bob's car show and my plant program / plant swap.
Perfect segue, Dawn. Thank you.
Perfect segue. I know, I'm trying to get it all in order.
Oh, one question before you're done. Your third stage of the garden.
That's-
programs?
That's gonna be the day that the 20th of September, when Bob
Okay.
was,
So that's gonna be
is-
part of the
so
same.
that'll be in segue with that.
Okay,
So we'll be up in the garden and we'll do the program starting at noon like we did, have the meet and greet, a program, a little fall tea, but then we'll also have the plant swap up there for anybody anybody, and that could be anybody that wants to come to the plant swap and come up to the garden and learn about it. So,
okay, great.
and then I haven't given up on the meadow. There's lots of stuff to talk about the meadow, but I'm waiting kind of for Kyle to get home because Kyle wanted to be the lead on that. But there's been some little snags in that because I found out that both the wells, the Park well and Betsy Odger's well, is at the bottom of that slope. And to put in the meadow correctly, you have to kill off all the grass first. And this company that's the best known for doing this, the Weeds, over at Nickel Park, they used chemicals to take off, and they treated it 2 or 3 times. And they say it's safe for all that.
But
I
who
want them to come out.
who
and
wants to be the guiney pig,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't
So-
want to be the one that risks it. I mean, we
Yeah,
don't even treat
exactly.
our lawn near our well in our
So-
house, but yeah.
See, so there's
There's
more, it's
reasons.
more complicated than it was. Betsy did try to just plant some of our plants from the garden into the meadow to see if they would take naturally, but they get drowned out by the grass, and that's what happens.
Mhm.
So to do a meadow like the one that's over at Nickel Park, you have to strip it all down. I mean, strip it to the bone and then reseed it with the plants, with the wildflowers. So it's much more much more expensive than
Mhm.
we anticipated. So I'm just saying it's still in the works, and they're the company that also sprays for the poison hemlock.
Oh, is that the red tail?
No, this is
No.
a company called Weeds Inc. And you can look
Okay.
them up, and Weeds Inc. And they're the ones that put in all the meadows. Anybody that's had these big meadows put in, they're the go. I've talked to everybody. They're the go-to people, and they're the ones that put the one over at Nickel Park. But so we're in conversation with them. We also talked about whether you rototill, not rototill, but till over at Franklin where the stuff is to take out more of that poison hemlock, or whether you spray it. The Shane Morgan, who's the Wild and Scenic Rivers, is helping us with MS4 and the runoff. See, I want everybody to understand this is all very complicated. Shane came over and sat down with Jeff and I, and they've gone over all the roads in our township and where the runoff is and where the places are we need to fix. And she's done maps of that for us. And we talked to her about, should we till that meadow? And she said, no, 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 because that goes right down into the creek. So then again, can you spray it? Do you till it? How do you get, and we can mow it and we keep mowing it. That doesn't kill it immediately, but it helps. So I want everybody to know that all this stuff is being really worked on, but there's a lot of complex issues with all this stuff. I just want everybody to know that.
No, and then I think I just read recently that, and when you mow it, it's like on the machines. And then when you take the machine someplace else, it spreads it.
Yeah. Oh, that poison hemlock. And it grows along the road.
Yep.
So even if we treat it in the preserve, it's still along the road. So,
Right. And on all the equipment and everything that they use. Yeah.
yeah. So it's very complicated. And I don't want anybody to think we're not all talking about it, because we are working on all those things. So I just want everybody to know that. So, and if you have any questions, we can please ask them. Don't feel that you can't ask questions and know what's going on. So
Like a catch
I
22,
had
you have to poison the land in order
Yeah.
to grow something worthwhile.
yeah, exactly.
It's definitely something to think about. We have one field that we were going to try to turn into a meadow, but our well's in it. So now I have to think about it. Like, cause I would not, like Heather said, want to be the guinea pig to have all those chemicals near my well.
Well, and there is a way to tarp it, but if it's a large area, can you tarp the whole thing? So there's other ways to do it, but it would be harder.
Yeah.
So-
I just asked my husband, I thought you could burn it, but he said sometimes the heat activates some of the seeds. So,
Right.
I don't know.
So anyway, but just suffice it to say that all of this is being looked at and worked on. And if any of you have any questions, we're more than happy to tell you about it or talk to you about it. So, and
Thank you,
anybody that
Dawn,
wants to
for-
help me with any of the programs, please. I was so excited. Andrea said, oh, this is just a little thing. I said, honey, it's not a little thing. Helping with the project is a big thing. And if
Yeah.
you take one thing off my plate, then I can work on something else. So I was thrilled to pieces when Andrea stepped forward for the rock snake. So
Okay, thank you. Bob,
Yes.
the car show, is that what we're going with for September? Like, is that going to be the title, the main focus is car show?
Yeah, it's
I mean, I saw Kyle's flyer was beautiful.
wasn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So yeah, basically it's a car show, right? But we're not gonna do trophies and all that. So it ends up being a meetup, they call it,
Okay.
where everybody just brings their cars and line them up, and then,
No judging involved and stuff.
hopefully
Yeah.
people come to see them and have a good time. I talked to Stacy yesterday about some food trucks.
Uh-huh.
And she had Daddy-O's, Hangry Bear, and Paradox that, one of us can contact.
Mm-hmm.
Hangry Bear's out. They're already booked for the 20th.
Okay.
But the other two, she talked to them and she explained to them that I actually have to come before the Board of Supervisors this coming, next week, following
Mhm.
week,
2 weeks.
and present all this.
Okay.
So hopefully we can pull this off within 30 days because we need to advertise and everything else. If not, we may have to push it into October. You
Okay.
know, so no, I don't want to do that either, Dawn.
Okay. What
But-
else?
Oh, Bob, do you know my next door neighbor, Mr. Lawrence? He's the father of the Senator Lawrence of
John Lawrence.
John Lawrence Senior is our next door neighbor. He lives across the street from Dave. He has like several antique and historic cars. I just didn't know if you know him. I don't know that he's on Facebook. I mean, if once I get the flyer from Kyle, I could reach out to him. But he has a lot of cars. He was a former dentist in the area, so I didn't know if you knew him.
I don't, but that would be great, because I would like to really, I contacted, or through friends, a couple of places. A friend of mine is in Middletown, Delaware, and he has a Corvette club. So they're going to bring a few Corvettes up. Somebody else talked to Mid-County Mustang, and they're going to apparently bring some cars up. And then Chris the other night emailed me and said that a friend of his has Model Ts and he has a club. And he asked if we wanted them. And I said, absolutely. I mean, I'd like to have all the generations. Stacy has a 35 or a 32 something. I think it was a Chrysler or a Dodge or something, with suicide doors. I said, absolutely. I have two cars. So there's a whole bunch of people that, in this township and surrounding townships that have old cars, and it'd be great for them to be able to come and join.
Yeah,
in.
and that's what I just saying. Like, I don't know that Mr. Lawrence. I mean, he probably isn't on social media. I mean, his son would know about it, but I will definitely, once I get the flyer from Kyle, reach out to him. And then Eric just told me, because obviously we're in the car listening to the meeting together, that he works at he's a junior firefighter, him and my daughter, that I guess the fire department also has a historic
fully restored.
a fire truck. So
Oh,
I don't know if that's something that you're interested in, if that's
yes.
beyond the car show. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All of it's cool. I'm into all of it, and I think people will enjoy it, just to walk around. Now, what I was thinking about doing was I haven't priced them out yet, but I'm thinking about little magnets. People love magnets. I've been in one car show in my life and they gave everybody magnets. And then I talked to a couple of other people and they're like, oh man, them guys go for the magnets. So maybe I can get some magnets. Kyle's flyer that she did up, we have to figure out. We're going to try to get it on, or we are going to get it on the township website. And then there will be a link there. So there will be an application that people can sign in. Usually in a car show, they charge you to get in it. I'm going to ask for donations that will go towards us in the pro, right? And then it'll go into the township account. Melissa said she can earmark it for us. The only stipulation is we have to use it by the end of the year. Otherwise, it just ends up in the general account, which I understand. But maybe we can buy some signs and things like that after, like I intend to pay the band this year. Because them guys come and pay for free. It's not going to be exuberant amount. And then whatever the magnets are. Then road signs like we did for the fall festival, we still have all those. So I'm going to talk to Kyle about maybe printing something up that we can attach to those old ones and then put saran wrap around them just to keep them dry, for a couple weeks to put out. That saves money, right? So, and you guys know me, I'm all about saving the dollar. Get as much done as you can with $1. So that's about where we are right now with it. But yeah, Jennifer, I'd love to have any old cars, any fire trucks,
Yeah, they have their weekly meeting a week from today, so I'll have them mention it to him when he's at the fire department.
Okay. So
And Bob, have you talked to Jamie at Daddy-O's?
I have not talked to anybody.
Okay, because I know him real well, and I can ask him if that day's even available for him.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I don't know if I ever finished that part. I just went on a tangent on you guys,
That's
but did
okay.
bring it back full circle to Jennifer. She said that she told these people that it's a stipulation that I did have to come to the board to get approval for, those vendors.
Well,
Okay.
especially the wine, only because we have to make sure we have the right permits and stuff like that.
Right, and I would like to have more than one
Yeah,
truck, maybe.
Yeah.
1720.
Another ice cream thing
yeah.
No,
would be cool.
we both worked there.
Well, we can ask 1723 too, if they would do something.
Yeah, we were talking about, not having a competition with wine.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could have beer, it'd be nice to have
Well,
a,
Well,
they sell beer.
What about
Oh,
the
okay.
new the goat brewery?
Bonds and Brunettes, the old Bonds. and
Yeah,
Brunettes.
the old ones, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that's what we were talking about.
Mhm.
Stacy and myself were talking about that the other day. She apparently went to some benefit or something and they,
I mean, they're not in Franklin, but still, if we're looking, I don't think there is a solely beer place in Franklin.
But 1723 they do sell beer. They are licensed to sell beer.
okay, well, maybe we
Yeah.
can ask them
And
to
we
do
can
the
talk
beer
to
and
them. Yeah.
Paradox to do the wine.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
So that's about all I got.
All right,
Mhm.
Dawn,
then
if you would reach
Dawn,
out.
when they- Oh, I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Heather,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead, Jen.
It was just a question, when they come to the Board of Supervisors, do they need to just is it something that it's standard that the Board of Supervisors, or do they have to have something prepared when they come? And then I'm assuming they need to provide their insurance, proof of
Right.
insurance, so that.
Right. And Stacy knows all about that. She's done
Okay.
it before for all of our stuff. So, yeah,
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Are you saying that they
Yeah,
have
he-
to actually appear before the
Yes.
board, or
No.
Bob, you just need their information to present to the board?
I can
Right.
give their information
Okay,
and
okay,
get permission to have them.
Yeah. okay. That's what I thought. Okay, Dawn, if you would reach out to Jamie, that would be great, and then I would gladly follow up with him if he is available
Okay.
that day, and we can, continue to brainstorm amongst ourselves about other options for food trucks and things if they're not available. And with that, I don't know if anybody else has anything, but I need to jump off because I am going to a late dinner with my stepdaughter who's in town from Denver, and this is the only night we could do dinner. So I'm gonna run.
That's all I
But
have.
I can, okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'll make a motion to adjourn if nobody has any additional.
I second it.
All right. Well, thank you all. Looking
I feel
forward.
feel better, Heather, and
Oh,
good luck with your
thanks.
dinner.
I want Bob to feel better too.
Okay.
He's been going through some stuff too, so.
Oh, all right. Take care,
Good
guys.
wishes. All right, you too. Everybody have